General Registration Video, Fall 2020. This short video will demonstrate how to register for your classes using Pipeline. Before we get started, some important campus information. As of Monday, March 16th, all in-person and on-campus operations are currently available remotely until further notice. Enrollment Services is available to answer questions via email or chat. For email, send to info@sbcc.edu. For chat, visit sbcc.edu/apply and type any questions into the chat box for a live representative during business hours. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This short video will show you how to register for your classes. First, you'll need to log into Pipeline, Santa Barbara City College's online student portal. You'll find a link to Pipeline from the SBCC homepage. If this is your first time logging in or you have forgotten your username or password, click on Find Account. This will generate a username and allow you to set up a password you can use to log in. Note, this is not the same as your CCC Apply login, username, and password. Now enter your username and password and click Login. To register, hover over the Student tab and select Registration from the drop-down menu. First, click on Check your pre-registration requirements and registration appointment. Next, select the semester for which you are registering via Select a Term drop-down menu. Then click Submit. In this example, we will use Fall 2020. Now you'll see the date and time on or which you can register for classes. In this demonstration, we can register for classes anytime on or after April 22nd at 8 a.m. This screen also shows that we have no registration holds on our account. Now we can move to the next step. Click Return to Pipeline. Before we begin searching for classes, we want to review our Student Education Plan, also referred to as an SEP. This will help us pick which courses we should register for. Note, if you do not have an updated SEP, please contact Academic Counseling to schedule a meeting to create an SEP. Let's get started. Once you're logged into Pipeline, hover over the Student tab and select Course Planning. The screen now shows course planning options. Next, you will select Degree Works, Audit and Planning tab. Then click on the Plans tab, located right under your name on the left side of the screen. Your SEP will now be displayed. Scroll down to see the courses listed on your SEP. Now we'll begin searching for classes. The recommended method to search for classes is by visiting the SBCC website. So we're going to leave Pipeline for the moment and open a new browser tab to view the SBCC main website. Scroll down and click on the link for Find a Class. Scroll down the page and choose the schedule for the term you wish to register for. In this example, we'll click on Fall 2020 Schedule of Classes. The Schedule of Classes website will open in a new browser window. Here you see several fields and options that allow you to narrow your search by subject and structure, instructional method, such as classroom only or by internet web classes, times and/or days of the week, and more. We're going to conduct a simple search using just the subject field and all instructional methods. Start by making sure The appropriate term and program are selected in the list at the top of the page. Now let's choose a subject. In this example, we're going to register for English 110. Scroll through the list of subjects until you find English and select it from the list. Next, scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Search button. The page now lists all English courses offered for Fall 2020 term. The courses are listed numerically by course number. Scroll until you find the course you are looking for. In this example, that's English 110. The first column is status, which lets you know whether the class is open, waitlisted, or closed. The next column is the instructional methods code column, which gives you additional information about the class. Click on the I link at the top of the column to view the code definitions. Okay, the next column is labeled CRN. This stands for Course Reference Number, and it is a very important number. This is the number you will enter in Pipeline to register for the class. Each class has a unique CRN. Notice also that each CRN is hyperlinked. Click the link to view all the dates of this class, including a course description, links for information about textbooks and course materials, information section, and a list of course prerequisites and core requisites. There's information on when and where the class meets, as well as seating and waitlisted availability. There's even a list of critical dates for this course, including the last day to add the class, the last day to drop the class and still get a refund, the last day to drop the class without receiving a W or withdraw on your transcript, and the last day to drop with a W. The units column tells you how many units the course is worth. Type tells you the type of instruction. In this case, it's lecture. Meeting time identifies which days of the week and time of the day the class will be meeting. It is important to point out that an R listed means Thursday. Location lets you know where the class meets. If it's an online class, online is listed. Click the hyperlink to open a campus map that highlights where the building is. A few classes are offered off campus, including classes taught through dual enrollment at local Santa Barbara high schools. Always make sure the location is going to work for you. The next group of columns gives you information about class availability. The columns are capacity, actual capacity, waitlisted capacity, and actual waitlist. The first three are easy. Capacity is how many students can register in this class. Actual tells you how many students have already registered. Waitlisted capacity tells you how many students can be on the wait list. And actual wait list will tell you how many students are currently on the wait list. Instructor. This is the individual who will be teaching the class. Some courses will say pending. The date column. The date column provides you with the start date of the course, and the weeks column tells you how many weeks the course will be. Now we'll register for English 110. In this example, we will use CRN 41048, which meets on Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:45 to 2:50. The class is taught by Christopher Johnston in room IDC 114, which according to the map is in the IDC building on West Campus. You will want to repeat these steps until you have all the CRNs for the courses you want to register for. Okay, now that we have the CRNs for the courses we need, we can get back to Pipeline and register. Just click back into the browser tab with your Pipeline account. On the homepage of your Pipeline account, hover over Student and click on the Registration tab. Next, click on Register, Add, or Drop Classes and select Fall Term. Now enter Submit. The first time you register each semester, you will be asked to update certain information that you provided on your application, such as verifying your educational goal and your major. Next, you will be asked to acknowledge your awareness of college fees and tuition. Click the I agree button to continue. Next is the acknowledgement of SBCC honor code. Read the screen carefully, then click the continue button to move on. The final screen is an acknowledgement. This information has been recorded and you can begin to register. Click Continue to Registration. Welcome to the Add or Drop Class screen. Scroll down to the bottom of the page to find the Add Class worksheet. The available fields are provided for you to enter the CRNs of the classes you identified in the online schedule of classes. Now we are going to enter the CRNs for the classes we want to register for. In this example, we are going to register for the classes based on the courses listed on our SEP. Enter the CRNs and click Submit Changes. Verify that next to each class it says web registration and the date. This means you have successfully registered for the courses. Now click the Exit Registration and View Fees button. The page shows you a summary of the tuition and fees you owe based on the classes you are registered for. Click on the View and Print Schedule/Bill button to open a pop-up window with a summary of your classes, meeting days and times, instructor name and contact information, and your fees and tuition. It is a good idea to print or take a picture with your cell phone for your records. Are you paying for classes? Please note, classes must be paid for within 7 days of registering for them. If you are receiving financial aid, please reach out to the financial aid office to make sure it will be applied to your fees in time. You can contact the financial aid office at sbcc.edu/financial aid. If you are an eligible SBCC Promise student, your fees should be $0. If they are not at $0, please contact the SBCC Promise office immediately at promise@sbccfoundation.org. This tutorial only demonstrates a part of what Pipeline can do. We encourage you to spend some time in Pipeline to investigate and practice using all of its features and capabilities. Finally, we are here to help if you have any questions about the registration process that weren't covered in this tutorial. For email, send to info@sbcc.edu. For chat, visit sbcc.edu/apply and type any questions into the chat box for a live representative during business hours. Business hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you for your attention to this presentation, and good luck with your academic pursuits.